Just a couple of very, very interesting points about the origin of the meaning of the word shaitan. We say the word so many times, we don't actually know what it grammatically means in the Arabic language. So grammatically speaking, in the Arabic language, the word shaitan is derived from two original sources. The first one is shatana, which means in basic English, an entity that has gone far, 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 far away. Shatana means an entity that has gone far, 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 far away. Now what does that mean for us? Is that shaitan, when he wants to deviate you, he ain't gonna stop by you just stopping the prayer. He ain't gonna stop by just you doing the haram. His mission is to just take you as far away as possible. As far away as possible. And no one is safe from the attacks of the shaitan. Not the poor humble imam standing here or anybody. Or somebody who's already at the nightclubs and drinking and doing haram. Everybody is susceptible. Shaitan just doesn't stop because his ultimate goal is to keep dragging you away. And that's all encapsulated in the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen to name him shaitan. The origin is shatana, to keep dragging away from the original source of mercy, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other aspect of the word shaitan, which is amazing to understand, is the Arabic term shait. Now this means an entity that is constantly engulfed in flames because of anger. An entity that's constantly engulfed in flames because of anger. It's a metaphorical, symbolic thing. And we all understand, like sometimes you get in a heated situation and you feel the atmosphere is getting hot. A conversation was very heated, between brackets, very angry as such. So metaphorically, that's used in language. But none of us here, like when we get angry, we have a state of angry, a certain amount of time. Although somebody will disagree and say some people are always angry. But the reality is that furious, enraged state lasts certain amount of times in people. Whereas for the shaitan, it's ongoing, 24/7. And because he's engulfed by that flame of anger, he's always trying to deviate you, 24/7. And that's the magic of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encapsulating these meanings in the word shaitan. He's not going to stop trying to deviate you, and once you start to be deviated, he's not going to stop. He's going to try and deviate you away and away and away and away. And it's no surprise that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان. The believers do not follow the footsteps of the shaitan. He didn't say, do not follow the step of the shaitan as in just one. No, they don't stop. He doesn't stop to try to deviate you. So do not follow the footsteps of the shaitan. All these meanings are encapsulated in that word. So next time you say the word shaitan, don't let it slip on the tongue just like that. It has a meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has encapsulated. That's why he's called him the shaitan. The last thing we want to share is that shaitan's obsession with Adam alayhi salam is a disease that applies to all of us. That disease is a disease of comparison. That disease is a psychological disease of comparison where he saw an entity and he decided that he's better than that entity, and because of that comparison, it led to so many problems for him. Now look at me and you. How many of us on an individual level, on a family level, and a cultural level, education level, work level, have an element of that disease in us? Where because we are comparing and not being content with what we have, we fall into either a state of arrogance or a state of jealousy. So shaitan, because he thought he was superior to Adam, he was arrogant. Some people think because they are inferior to others, they become jealous. The believer is always in the middle ground. I'm not interested in those that have more money than me, and I'm not interested in those that are lesser than me. I'm content with what I have. Prophet ﷺ actually says, look at those above you in terms of deen, so you get inspired to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and look at those below you materialistically, so you become grateful for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. That is the state of mind of the believer. So if you have inside of you any element where you are comparing, and whether we realize it or not, it's part of our culture, unfortunately. We compare this and we compare that, and it drives you sometimes to do things that are outside the lines of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But regardless, we're here to discover these hidden issues that Shaitan has crept in our psychology and fixed them. If you have any element of comparison, please, time to fix it now. The disease of the comparison is the disease that led to Shaitan, disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when he was ordered to prostrate to Adam alayhi salam. Do you have an element of the disease of comparison in your heart? Look at yourself and answer. Are you content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you or not? If you're not, why? Because you're focused on outside things? Because you're looking at this person or that person? You're not focused on the health that you have or the sustenance package that you have or the offspring that you have? You're always looking at others? Anybody that looks at others will be miserable forever. Anybody that's always looking at others will be miserable forever. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has declared that every single one of us has a unique package of sustenance that includes health, wealth, offsprings, issues in life, marriage issues, life issues, family issues. That whole package is unique to every single individual. So focus your energy on that rather than start looking on this and that because you will be miserable. Do not fall to the disease of a comparison that led Shaitan astray from the first day.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان ومن يتبع خطوات الشيطان فإنه يأمر بالفحشاء والمنكر ولولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته ما زكى منكم من أحد أبدا ولكن الله يزكي من يشاء والله سميع عليم